absolutely one of the best.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis doing what true crimers do.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
Mr. John Davis. John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
This guy John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime, maybe that's where I've heard that name before.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis, and it's good to see you, John. How are you?
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True.
Hey, John Davis.
John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime kicks butt.
Hey, John Davis.
Hey, John Davis.
Tune in and watch John Davis True Crime. You will love it. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. Tune in, it's John Davis True Crime.
I got facts over tracks, this and that. Shit slow, speaking fast, I go roast, I can gas, think I'm all in that, but I don't know what.
I am so freaked out. Okay? I couldn't hear none of that for some reason. Please tell me you guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. I couldn't hear none of my intro. I don't know what was up with that. It's got me all out of whack. We can't hear you. Shit.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but that is very bad. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You can hear me now, though, right? But I can't hear the video at all. It's blowing my mind. This is going to be such a pain in the butt. That's like I've never had that issue before. I don't even think there's a setting for that. I gotta look though. Ooh, you know what? I did change something earlier. Y'all just bear with me 1 second. Just 1 second. I didn't mess with none of that. Oh no. It's gonna be awful. Anybody got any suggestions for why that would be? I'm looking at my speakers, they're turned up. I can't hear my, well, I got them titled. I guess I'll just have to go with that. Very, very, very discouraging. Josh ain't gonna be with us this evening. We had to keep rescheduling so much. That's why I changed the name of it in the thumbnail and all that. I felt bad. I done stood Josh up like twice. But when Comes to like the third or fourth reschedule. Just didn't work out. Try again later. Try again later, guys. Oh, I got something else coming up. It's kind of wild. I'll give you all a little introduction right now, since there's a few of us here. I'll give you all a sneak peek. Hold on, I might not. Yeah. This little girl here. I think her mom's going to be on the show because it's a wild story. I'm not going to tell it. It seemed like she's having a little trouble with finding out what's happened to her daughter. That little girl passed away, and her mom reached out to me the other day. It's like, can you help? And I was like, yes, I'll help you as much as I can. We'll do what we'll do the best we can. Little girl is gorgeous. Just a gorgeous little girl. But I think we're going to try to do that maybe next Saturday, actually. Because she's going to come on, and this is that little girl's mother. Ella is what we'll call her for now. Ella. And she's going to come on and tell us the story and stuff, and she showed me some stuff, and we're going to talk about it, and hopefully spread the word a little bit and get some attention brought to it, because it's little girl's no longer with us, and somebody should be there should be a reason of why somebody should be held responsible if that's the case, but that was coming up. I thought I would, since I'm having trouble playing the video, I thought I'd show y'all. I don't know how long it's going to be, because I really want to know the story, and I want to be as respectful as possible to it. That's why I'm not saying a lot now, but I wanted to tell y'all about it because I'm hoping maybe next week. I'm not going to swear on it. Maybe next Saturday she's going to come on and give us the spiel, and she's already sent me pictures and some documents and some other stuff, and we're going to talk about that, because y'all seen her, man. She is a doll. It's kind of a heartbreaker too. I'm really hoping Mom's okay to come on and do that. I'm going to talk to her some more, make sure she's up for it. I don't want to make the situation any worse, but she really want to get some help. Now, anybody reaches out and wants some help, I'm going to try to help them out. After I seen that picture, I had no other choice. It was decided for me. After I seen that picture, I was like, yeah, I'll do whatever, anything you want to try, I'll try to help the situation. But y'all seen what I went through, right?
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but that is very bad. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
On a Friday and got back on a Thursday. I consider that a week. Is that a week? Y'all tell me. Went out on a Friday, got it back the following Thursday. Feels like a week to me. Longest week of my life. And all of y'all know the wonderful the better half. The better half likes to do stuff that requires electricity. And not a big fan of the camping lifestyle, so it got a little tense at moments. I understand, like, now, like, have y'all ever, what is the movie where they're locked in the hotel together forever? in the hotel bar with Jack Nicholson in it. Oh shit! Well, they're not in the. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, here's Johnny. It was starting to get that kind of vibe around here. I swear, I felt like I was in like post-apocalypse. I felt like I was playing The Shining there. Thank you. I felt like I was actually playing like Walking Dead or some shit. It was so wild. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Everybody can call me a dumb redneck all you want. Call it to me all you want. This dumb redneck will never go without an electric powered car. It saved my life. There, I said it. Saved my life. It was a life saver. Think if I'd only owned an electric. We're talking a week. Day 2, boom, car battery's dead. Guess what? Can't charge nothing. I can make my car a generator as is, right? Can't do that with no electric. Don't get me wrong. If you want to have 2, I don't know. It's definitely. But when the power goes out, when the grid's down, if you will, I gotta have a gas powered vehicle. Y'all feel me on that or not? Chat ain't moved in like a half an hour. Is anybody still here with me? Getting windmills though, right? Yep. I told Jessie that the other day. She was asking about power, and I was like, yeah, got some windmills coming. Switching over to windmill. She believed that shit. Bought it hook, line, and sinker. We can get our power back. We're getting a couple windmills throw up. Now, what am I going to do about this video issue? I guess I can play it. I know what it says. Y'all are hearing the videos you're telling me, right? Y'all can hear it. She believed I was getting windmills. She was convinced, though. I was putting in windmills. Whew. Blonde is not just it's a state of mind. It can happen to anybody, I think. Sorry I'm late washing dishes, but listening. Lip Lock seen my video. Y'all know how many views that video got of my power snapping and surging? One guess. We're on the doorstep of 900,000 views of me filming my electricity. And when you get that many views, I have got so many mean things said to me. I've got heckled more over one video. Lip Lock, it's on 885,000 right now. I'm 115,000 away from a million. 115,000 away from a million. I watched it about 5,000. People have been watching it, man. It did so good. So many people saw that, and everybody wants to be a critic. Oh, why ain't you throwing the power? Why are you out there filming? Well, let me tell you. Now is my chance to speak to all the commenters. When you run in and throw the power, you're an idiot. You're lucky you're not dead. I was outside because the wind was blowing so hard it was shaking the windows, and I was sure that like Iron Man and the Hulk was getting ready to roll through because we were being invaded by aliens. That's the kind of weather I was experiencing. And I was out on the porch filming it because I was like, this shit is fixing to get wild. I figured there was a cow getting ready to go by. And that is when the thing happened with the power. And everybody's like, you should have ran. Why are you running outside to film? And I was like, bitch, I was already filming. That's the beauty of it. You've seen the video and you know what I'm talking about. I got so much hate in all my life. I feel so much better. Can't respond to everyone when there's 30,000 comments. A lot of the people really unkind about the accent too. A lot of people were unpleasant. Now, hey, y'all said y'all can hear the video, right? Ain't that what y'all said? Anyway, what I wanted to talk about originally was 2 weeks ago when I originally tried this, right? Was the Madeline Soto stuff. And a lot of people's been talking about it. I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about. Madeline Soto, 13-year-old girl. Her mom's Jennifer Soto. Jennifer Soto's ex-boyfriend turned out to be the one that took her life. Turned out he had been abusing her for many years. They said the pictures of him with her went back as long as the account did. And he is a really sick puppy. But according to Jennifer Soto, she had no idea none of this was going on. Jennifer Soto was Madeline's mother. They all lived in the same, I think it was a duplex or something, but together. Turns out though, this is not her current man, it's her ex. Just still cool with the fam, I guess, right? She was letting her daughter sleep alone with this man. And there's different parts of her in different interviews, and she talks about, she was doing that because she needed to get some good sleep. She was working so much, she needed to get some good sleep. That's what she was saying. Told you, Lip Lock, you thought I was BS, and you did. That's amazing, ain't it? It's wild. Here, I found one of her better, I don't guess they're good or bad, her interviews, but I found one. And it answered a lot of the questions I had. This one right here, Chip. Listen to this.
At my house around 8:30 that night. I wasn't home. She got dropped off alone. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Stefan showed up.
At your house in Kissimmee?
At my house in Kissimmee, he called me. Or he texted me, I'm not sure. But he let me know he was there. And that she was getting ready for bed. She was doing her routine. So she took her nighttime meds and she got in the shower to get ready for bed.
Y'all could hear that, right? So that there, she's asked about Stephen Stearns. I remember because I've seen there's quite a few of these, right? Quite a few of these videos. And I've seen one time when she's asked that, they ask her, they're like, what time did Stephen get home? And she says, I have no clue. No clue. All I know was he was home when I got there. Well, right there, she clearly knows it was like 15 minutes after Madeline got home, she says, and Madeline got home around 8:30, so 8:34. Do the math, right? I couldn't hear it. But I know the clip. I know what it says. So what I'm saying is, it's like there are so many of these instances. And now, get this. This is what drives it just wild. Just wild. For me personally, is she was given immunity pretty much a while back, and I swear that I've heard this immunity explained like 20, 30 different times. I'm not going to go through it all, but basically, I don't see how she couldn't say anything and still get away with it. But what's so wild about it is, even with the immunity, when they ask her something, it's so wild how she dodges questions. They found this room. They found one of her rooms. There was just some questionable stuff in a room at her house. It had some lotion and different stuff like that. Mind you, old Stefan had been pulling this off for like 3 years. I'm just going to get to the coup de grace clips because, well, no, let me go in order. Let me go in order because I got one at the end. At the end, y'all gonna be, if y'all haven't heard this, probably a lot of you have. A lot of this has been out, but come on, let me check. I gotta figure out why I can't get these clips. It's killing me. What am I doing wrong?
At my house around 8:30 that night. I wasn't home. She got dropped off alone. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Stefan showed up.
At your house in Kissimmee?
At my house in Kissimmee, he called me. Or he texted me, I'm not sure. But he let me know he was there and that she was getting ready for bed. She was doing her routine. So she took her nighttime meds and she got in the shower to get ready for bed.
I only saw a picture of him, whatever your verbiage was, I say blowjob, of his penis in her mouth, and your first reaction was, fuck. Oh my, victimized? No. She's being abused? No. It's Stefan needs a lawyer.
Did y'all hear that? So, when she found out, right, the minute she found out that there was pictures of Stefan and Madeline engaged in something horrible, when she seen that, her reaction was to call Stephen's dad, Stefan, his name's Stefan, call Stefan's dad and tell him Stefan going to need to get a lawyer. And the detective goes in on it. I like that detective. That interview, it's wild. That detective really goes in on it about it. But can you believe that when she found that out? And that's why I have so much trouble with her is because if that's her reaction to finding out that was going on, how hard is it to reach that maybe she could have known what's happening? And I don't know, man. I don't like to speculate on that because I think it disrespects the case so much. But I've heard the neighbors say that they heard some noise, or not the neighbor, the roommate say there was some kind of noise late in the night and stuff. I think we can all pretty much assume what might have been going on because there were so many photographs and videos apparently he had already done what might have been going on that night. That could have got out of hand and what led to what did. The question is it possible that Jennifer Soto honestly had no clue that was going on? Does that seem possible to y'all? And if not, and that's what pisses me off too. What all pisses you off, John? Let me tell you. How is it when they got this dude's devices and 3 years of this sickness, they run and just jump to give her immunity? I don't like that. If I'm in the police station, if I'm Sarge and they're asking me, do we do that? I'm like, no. You need to give nobody immunity right yet. Number one, we've got his phone and enough to throw him in jail for life right now. Why are you running around giving people immunity just for the hell of the situation? The mother who, and why do you give it to the woman who is saying, hey, 3 years it went on under my roof? I don't know. The fact that they're giving her immunity is what makes me suspicious. It makes me uber suspicious because I tell you, I'm 100,000% positive they got enough to keep her ass in jail, right? Or him, pardon me, him. I just don't get why you run out and throw her some immunity. Poppy Red Mustang. I just, to me, have thought all along, let's say she's innocent as hell. She don't have a clue. This really is just a shock to her, all of this. I think sending your daughter upstairs to sleep with some man that you used to date should get you 6 months at least. At least 6 months, no questions asked. I wish I could set the system, how things work. How do you make that decision? You know? And not only that, apparently there were other options. You know, it's not like they were in super cramped quarters where this was necessary. Apparently there's other options, there's other ways they could have took it. Why do you ever think that that's a grand idea? I don't understand whatsoever. I don't get the immunity whatsoever. And that one detective, man, he lets her have it. I think I got that. Here, listen to this.
I want the worst thing possible to happen to him in jail. I know what happens to predators in jail. Like, I'm ready for that. Like, please, I don't give a fuck about him. I'm not protecting him.
But you knew he was a predator when you got shown the picture. And then you text his dad that he needs a lawyer, and you hope that he invoked, was the words I was told.
What?
You hope that he didn't talk to us. He needs a lawyer.
No.
All over a picture. You didn't care. You didn't care then. Oh, whether sex isn't important.
Should have tried that. I don't think it.
I want the worst thing possible to happen to him in jail. I know what.
Still can't hear the video, but since I clipped them, I do know what they say. That detective, he pretty much was ready. I think he's on to it anyway. I believe that her reaction to the pictures is very telling. Just the fact that I don't know. I know chat's usually 99.9% men. I don't know. Do y'all ever see a scenario where you would allow that to happen with your daughter, where you would voluntarily suggest She slept upstairs with your ex. I don't get none of that. And it was creepy how she describes it. She's like, he helped her get to sleep. She could go to sleep without him or some shit. I can never. It's mind boggling to me. That's why I think a lot of people are kind of suspicious of her. Would he rat though? I mean, he's done. He's done. I don't know if it would help him, but he seems like to me, if there's any way he could help himself, he'd try. I think I don't know. I can't buy that somebody's that ignorant. Yeah, I can't buy that. It seemed like it was a selfish thing to me a lot about it. I've watched tons of her interviews, and through a lot of it, it seems like to me it was more about she talking shit that she couldn't sleep with people in the bed. Maddie moved around a lot. It was more like so important that she got her sleep that she was willing to let her daughter sleep with Stefan. She stated she was worried about a Woody Allen situation. What does that tell you? She knew. I clipped that, made a short out of that. That was so creepy to me. When she said that, I was just like, to me, it felt like she was saying that she was letting it happen to keep her from leaving with him. That's the vibe I got. I know the statement you refer to. And when I seen that, the feeling I got was that was basically low key. What she was saying there was, I think I swear, I really, really makes you wonder, don't it? Betty had a room petition in the living room. Evil mom sends her upstairs with a man. She knew what was going on. Lock her up. See, I'm not gonna say that, man. I'm not, because I don't think anybody can convince me that any single mom would be suspicious as hell of dude. And he pulled that off for like 3 years that they know of, right? Right, if I'm remembering correctly, I just seen that the other day. They said that the pictures and stuff went back as far as the account. Who knows? But she was with him longer than that, so I Willow Wick. Maddie had a Stefan. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm so bothered. What's got me messed up is the giving her immunity. I don't understand that. I don't understand why the cops felt the pressure to do that. Can anybody explain that? There's a lot of people. I don't understand it. I don't understand when they had what they had already. Why they deemed it necessary to offer immunity to a mom that the best thing she can tell you is she sent him upstairs. And she lied about other shit. The way I understood it, I want to say, this may not be 1,000%. It was something about in the beginning she described what Maddie had on as if she had seen her, and then it comes to find out that wasn't the way it was. I think a lot of what she said got turned around to where I'm so questioning the idea to give her immunity. It's zero bit of sense to me. Zero, none whatsoever. It's another one of them, man. It seems like something crazy. Another one where somebody's standing around. You wonder why they didn't know. Now, I don't know why when they had enough to charge him without her sorry tale. Suzette, you want to come up and bullshit for a minute? You down to chat, Suzette? Anything going on? Because there be something more that Jen knows, and that is why she is not charged. She could have information on other crimes. Maybe. Possibly. Because I'm sure he would, unless he, I hate to guess, but it'd be kind of, I kind of doubt he was just keeping that for his personal library. Uh, Hold on, Suzette, I'm working on it. I don't know. I don't get the immunity. I've been hung up on that ever since I found it. Then when you're sitting there listening to that woman about when she's getting questioned and she already has the immunity, I swear it seems like I feel she's bullshit. I'm sure y'all also. Hi Sparkler, sup? Libby Slippers, P Island Girl. Around the what's ups. I don't understand why she hasn't been charged. Not like they need her as a witness, in my opinion. No, I mean, I don't see it. I know they got like video of her in the car with him. I'm pretty sure they're tracking his phone because there's a lot of them video interviews with her where they're talking about what times, like during right after it happened when she was with him, like what times was he disappearing and stuff. And they were trying to track the car to see if that's what he was going to check on. Suzette, what's up?
Hey, John, y'all doing all right finally?
Suzette.
Can you hear me?
I bet y'all can probably hear her, can't you? Can y'all hear Suzette?
Can you
Suzette.
hear me now? Hello?
I gotta figure this out real quick, y'all. Just bear with me. Get it. Suzette.
Can you hear me?
Suzette.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Hello.
me? Hi.
This is driving me
Hi.
nuts. I did not get it. Speakers are on. What is this? Can y'all hear Suzette? We hear Suzette, bro. Great. Suzette,
Hey,
talk to him.
everybody. I'm glad y'all can hear me. I don't know what John's got going on. Everybody doing all right tonight? Guys, do we know if Jen Soto has any mental issues?
Typing in the problem. Can't hear any. Hey.
I might have to drop down and come back up.
It's weird that we can hear Suzette but John can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't hear nothing. I couldn't hear none of the videos, anything. I do not get this. Just bear with me a second. Oh,
Right? Anyways, the reason why while John's fooling with that, I was.
Yes! Yes! I figured it out!
What was wrong?
Something was, I don't know, man. I'm gonna blame it on the storm. I think it
I
knocked out
would
my
too.
speaker.
That's what I'd blame it on, yes.
Suzette, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for being a bright light during the storm. Suzette was checking on me, y'all. She was gonna send me water.
Yes, I would have.
I didn't need no water, Suzette. I had water. I needed some juice, and you wouldn't bring me none of that.
What kind of juice did you need, John? I could have. I could have sent you maybe a generator. I don't know if you had any gas.
You know, we was thinking about it. If we would have known on day one that there would have been a day 7, we'd have bought the biggest damn generator we could have found because it was rough.
I know. Well, even the small ones are good to have, though. Like,
oh bullshit! I can run the same thing off my car that I can run off a small generator.
Really?
Yes, I got a power inverter, but it's impossible to run a refrigerator and a freezer at the same time and all that shit.
Well, I remember when Hurricane Ivan came through and got us. We were out of lights for 21 days. So I feel you. I mean, it was
Hurricane
unbearable.
Ivan.
Hurricane Ivan.
Ivan.
Yes. That was the year right before Katrina. 2004, and then 2005, Katrina hit Mississippi, but of course, it was flooded from Katrina. But the eye of Katrina hit Biloxi, Mississippi. It's just the flood is what got New Orleans when the levees broke from Katrina. People always get that like, Katrina hit New Orleans. No, Katrina didn't hit New Orleans, but Katrina
the levees broke.
Yes, Katrina caused the levees to break.
Tell them, Suzette.
Making fun. Well, he's from West Virginia, so they've got an accent of their own too.
Crikey, I have no idea what you speak of. Oh, they got a bad North Carolina. You been seeing that out of North Carolina?
Did you see Newport, Tennessee? Newport had.
I want to talk about North Carolina. That's why we went there first. We'll get to Newport.
Yes. Yes,
bad,
I've seen it. It's horrible.
You know, and I hate to put this out in the ether, but I heard them say the other day they thought they might find like up to 1,000 people in the mud.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
Oh, that's so bad, ain't it?
It's horrible. Don't even. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't turn political up here.
Don't do it, Suzette. Don't you dare drag us into that.
I'm not. That's what I was wanting to know, if Jen Soto had any kind of mental problems. Because she seems, I don't know, I don't want to be mean when I say this. She doesn't seem like she's all there. Like she's maybe slow. Does she seem like that to y'all?
She seems like me. She could be like 17, 18 sometimes, like her thought process.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Maybe that's some. Yeah, I'm getting something like that from her, from listening to her.
Are you? I get it
It's
too.
immaturity or slow something.
Well, Suzette, let me ask you. You got a 13-year-old daughter. You're dating this dude. You're tired. You want to go to work. You gonna say, "Hey, honey, you and Frank roll upstairs, and I'm gonna get me a nap."
I'm telling you, see, I just don't understand these mothers that would put a puberty aged child in, well, any child that doesn't belong to the man, but a puberty aged child in a situation with a man. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Why you got to keep specifying man? It ain't just men that do wild stuff. I've been seeing a lot of women getting caught lately.
A lot of teachers. I've been seeing teachers.
All the
A
women
lot
are
of
teachers.
female teachers. Yeah, all female teachers.
It's like one a week now, ain't it?
It seems like it. It really does. I'm telling you, and I've said this before. I don't know if crime has gotten worse or if we just now know more about it because we have so much access to, social media and stuff like that. I mean, have people always just been this crazy?
I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't. I think it's gotten worse. I think the more acceptable different shit gets, the further things go, and it evolves. Right?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with a lot of this, um, this stuff
I
against
remember.
children. We'll put it that way. Stuff against children. They're definitely not getting. They're definitely not tough enough on the laws with it. And you get a little slap on the wrist, and I mean, it's just it's horrible.
I don't know. I mean, it's always been around, but it seems like who knows? Who knows?
I mean, it has always been around. I mean, because if my generation, I'm a 60s, 70s, and we were always, my mom was a single mom. And so, we lived with my grandparents and I was very protected. So I've always had such a shield around me and I've always been grateful for that because, I mean, I was taught from a young age that you didn't go jump up on, even an uncle's lap, nothing like that. Nothing. You didn't do it. It was, I was just taught from a young age. And so, it wasn't like the subject was taboo, but people, I had cousins and stuff that it happened to, and you definitely didn't talk about it. They didn't talk about it. They didn't come forward for a long time.
Well, I think too. Over time, there's not as many, or there's a lot more single mothers now than there used to be, and they're exposed to more men, so it makes the issue worse.
Yes,
Right.
it's horrible. I just think it's a sickness with you. I just think that's a sickness as a grown man that you would find any child, or could do anything with a child. That's just sick. That's uncurable. It's unexcusable, and it's unacceptable, and it should be unacceptable in society all the way around.
I tell you what, I hope everybody listening to me and you will look and think about their family and their friends and stuff, and if they know of a situation where there's a woman who's not very super smart that has a lot of men around her kids, you should be side eyeing that.
Yes, you absolutely should be.
So I think
You
some of
never,
these dudes, they
you
know that
never,
some of these singles moms are probably, not the most confident. They'll settle for less and they swipe in and,
and
you
it's
know,
really sad because coming from a woman's standpoint, being a young person, I mean, you want to feel loved. You want to, you want to have a partner. You want to be loved,
yes.
and I know you, but you can't get lost. Let your children get lost in that, because you will find love, and you will find the right kind of love, and you will find the right kind of man that will not abuse your child and that will be helpful to you in raising your children. That's a real man.
Yeah. You be suspicious of all of them
Yes.
for a long time. Well, forever, I would. I've
I
seen
mean,
so much of this
don't,
now that I'd always be suspicious.
well, and just be vigilant. Single mothers, be very vigilant, and single fathers. I mean,
Absolutely.
and and
Don't hang your kids
kudos to
around school teachers.
yes, and kudos to single dads that are out there doing it, on their own.
You got
Because
somebody in mind
there's
that
a lot
you
of
would
people.
celebrate.
Yes, there's a lot of women that just never get it never kicks in for them to have a maternal instinct. Some women just, it never comes. I don't know why, and I can't explain it.
Scoot over closer to the modem.
Me, I'm
Yeah,
I'm right.
breaking it.
I don't have a modem.
You don't?
No.
Did you get any storm action down there in Florida?
You know what?
How
It
is it?
missed every bit of that, missed us by like 200 miles, and we got barely some wind, and that's crazy because I'm in Florida, and we just didn't get any of it.
What did Chick do during the storms? Was he with you?
Yeah, well, he worked. I mean, because we didn't get any of the storm.
Okay.
Yeah, we
How
didn't
y'all
get
doing?
any of it, so we're doing good. I'm just got up from a nap. I missed about the first 10, 15 minutes of the live because I just woke up. I've been working. I was tired. I come in, fell asleep.
How long you two kids been dating?
10 years.
10
As a
years? You
matter,
ain't put a ring on it, Sue said? What's wrong with this
and
dude?
I don't want no ring. Listen, today, if I would have stayed married, would have been my 33rd anniversary today.
Does Chick know that you still talk about your anniversary of your wedding?
Yeah.
He cool with that?
Yes, we're very cool with talking about stuff like that. We're not insecure people.
When's Chick going to put a ring on it?
Now, he says I don't have a ring. It just might not be the type of ring everybody wants it to be, but I've got several rings.
Commitment?
Oh, no. Not that kind of commitment.
No.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why, and I don't care if anybody knows it either. I will not get married for financial reasons.
You ain't dependent on no damn man.
I'm not dependent on no man, and for financial reasons, the remarriage would cause me to lose certain benefits from the first marriage. So why would I do that when I retire? No way.
Are you chick's sugar mama?
Absolutely not.
You broke up.
Absolutely not. I am not
You broke up.
anybody's sugar mama.
I couldn't
I
hear that. I'm going to assume it was yes. She said yes.
I am 2 years older. Does that make me a cougar? Being 2 years older?
I wouldn't call you a cougar. Maybe a bobcat.
Okay. I'll settle for a bobcat.
Oh, that's hilarious. What else been going on, Susan? Anything good?
You don't want to know, John. You would be so mad if you knew.
Oh, I don't want to know yet.
Well, then, kind of what brought me into true crime is kind of where I'm at today with the Menendez brothers.
Oh, God. That's all y'all talk about. This Netflix show and the Menendez.
Listen now.
Here we go again. My God.
Now, that little fella that played that little one in this Netflix series now, that's my new boyfriend. I done told the girls and chick and all of them, that's my new boyfriend.
I always thought them two little rich PRICKSs should spend the rest of their days in jail. And I ain't watching Netflix special. To be honest.
Well, don't watch that one. Watch the one that's coming out Monday night.
I'm
That's the one you need
none
to
of them,
watch.
Suzette.
Listen, John.
I
You
think
don't
all
see the
y'all.
reviews?
I think all y'all got some. Y'all gonna start y'all a cult fan club for the Menendez brothers. Couple y'all gonna marry on to them or some shit. Y'all got weird about it now. This thing's gone way too far.
Listen, they already married. Ain't nobody trying to marry them. They already married.
Oh, so you admit you've looked into it.
I read about it. Thank you. Yes, there's lots to read on it. It's very public information.
I'm sure there is when you're like a Manson follower.
Oh, I'm definitely not a Manson follower. Hey, chick, John was just asking about you.
Chick coming on.
Hey, John.
Hey, Chick, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see.
What's up, bud? Who's that?
It's John.
Oh.
He just came in from the store because I'm spoiled like that, John.
Yeah.
Well, you're his sugar mama. Those are kind of in the details of the duties.
Baby, he thinks I'm the sugar mama. He don't know, does he? He didn't know how spoiled I am.
What's the antifreeze too, baby?
See, he's got my antifreeze for me. He had to go get the new cap for my radiator because the radiator cap came off my car today and water was going everywhere when I pulled up. Like, see, he went and took care of all that for me.
I don't know why.
He loves me.
Yeah. Y'all been together 10 years. That's a long time put up with your ass, Suzette. If anybody put up with you for 10 years, you better lock on to them.
It's a very long time to deal with me.
15, 20 minutes a week. It's struggle.
Come on now, John.
Anything else going on? No, don't tell.
No, no, I don't. Well, no, not really. Nothing really else is going on. I've been working, and I've been. I really have not been on any YouTube. I've really been mainly covering, going back and covering a lot of the Menendez stuff, looking that over, and
How
worrying
did
about
you?
all this hurricane stuff. I've been helping my friend At right out as much as we all have. Because she's in Newport, so.
That's what I was going to ask you. How's her situation?
She actually their house is good, and but her dad's job is gone. Like, it washed away her dad's job. Like, he no longer has a job because it's not there.
Where was that
So
at? Newport.
Newport, that's where we stayed when we went to Tennessee. Yeah,
That's awful.
that is very sad. But they're doing good, and her family's doing good. So
Well, good. I'm glad to hear. I know you said it was bad, right? They didn't have what? Have they got water yet?
um she hasn't said today, but I their water's contaminated, so I think they said it was going to be like 10 days before they had water again, like that they could drink. So and
Right.
so I know that and they have that she has that 5 month old grandbaby, and so I know that diapers and stuff like that she was able to get some diapers, and they were been able to get water and stuff like that. So that they've been managing.
What was that? Was in Kingsport. What was
New
the issue there? Flooding.
Newport, oh yeah, Newport, the Douglas Dam. They not the Douglas Dam, but those three main dams that have busted right there on the North Carolina Tennessee border right there. So that busted and it flooded. Like, they had a 10-minute warning, and that was it. And then the whole town flooded. But then a few days later, they had to release some of the water off the Douglas Dam. They had to get some of it off. So they let more water out of the Douglas Dam a couple of days later. It was just bad. It was just bad.
It's awful, ain't it?
It was.
I seen pictures from.
There's Act Right. There she is. Hey, Act Right, hon.
I seen pictures from North Carolina. Some of those too, man. It's horrible. That was a bad storm. Wasn't it?
In North Carolina, I know it. And but that's Nita's World. The creator Nita's World is in North Carolina, but she's okay. She's done a couple of lives, so um
Yeah, I seen where she was talking about she had been passing out water all day and stuff.
yeah. And Dippy, I guess she's okay. I mean, I haven't personally talked to her, but she's done a couple of lives, so I don't think it hit Dippy. She's in North Carolina too, but I think they were spared. She doesn't seem to, have gotten any damage or anything.
Yeah. A lot of people's upset about North Carolina, ain't they?
Yes, they are.
I think a lot of people's upset with the response as well.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to not get political about it, because I was I just can't believe it.
JLR was, I think he was there, wasn't he?
I thought JLR was in Florida.
He was somewhere the other day where I could have swore it was there. Was it not there?
I thought he was in Florida. I really did.
It's been a minute. He was in Florida.
Jim Contour got too close to me because I was telling him, "Look, you need to go on. You get on back the other way." So he was he was 2 hours from me, and I was like, "Yeah, you stay over there. You don't want to see that man because he's always where the hurricanes hit."
You know, there was like within a half a mile of my house, there was 4 trees on the power line.
See, at right, and see, that's right. The donation trucks were being sent away from them because they were needed somewhere else.
I heard there was like FEMA employees down there sitting in motel rooms not knowing what to do. Hear
I
that?
heard I heard too that some of the FEMA people that tried to stop some of the help that was going on got their little ass beat as they should have.
Oh, yeah?
Sure did. Don't be trying to get in between people, trying to help somebody and thinking you know something you don't know nothing about, sitting up there in a motel room.
I was
But
confused by the not letting them fly drones, too.
why? Yeah, and why can't you? I'm telling you, it's making me so mad.
I
Now
know
the
they're going to
truck,
try to say because it'll interfere with this or that in their response or something like that, but that's questionable to me. You know?
yeah, and I mean, but there's been a lot of other people they're going in now. A lot of people have loaded up trucks and have went and are helping, and it's almost like they're just they're going having to step up where FEMA's not stepping up. Well, FEMA claims they broke, so of course why wouldn't FEMA be broke? I mean, we're just funding everything else. We don't have money for
Hey,
the
now.
U.S. citizens.
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
know.
whoa.
Can't talk about it without getting
Suzette.
mad.
Reel it in, Suzette. Reel it in.
Reeling it
We're at
in.
an hour and 7 minutes. It's time to wrap it up. Thank goodness.
John always stops me right at the right time, doesn't he, guys?
We'll have the FBI shutting our stream down. Did you see where they went to that dude's house and they were like, "We want to ask you some questions," and dude whipped out his phone and started making fun of them, and they just left. He had posted
Yes,
something on Facebook.
I saw that.
That was wild, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
All right, Suzette, it's time to go. You've done enough.
Okay, well, I'm glad y'all got your lights, John. I'm glad. I hope everybody, gets everything they need. I hope all the help gets there and gets to the people it needs to get to, guys. I'm thinking about all of y'all. And I'll jump down and y'all have a great evening.
Hey, Suzette, tell Chick we all said hi.
I sure will.
Tell him we said bye, too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye. I don't know because you're new to the program. That was Suzette. She dates the guy that played Chick on Armageddon. They've been dating for 10 years. You ever want to see him? He's in the video with Aerosmith. Can't remember how. Don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby. It's in that video if you ever want to see him. Suzette's boyfriend, Chick. Thanks everybody for coming. Like I said, we come back next. I don't know. I might have a loosey goosey one first to ease into it. We're going to talk we're going to talk about the little girl I was talking about earlier. You didn't see it. You want to first check it out. And thanks everybody for coming. Thanks to all the mods. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks, Suzette, for coming up, sharing Chick with us. Everybody have a great rest of your night. We'll see you soon.